Hello everyone, welcome to this race number 2 for the Golf Radical Cup here from the Yas Marina Circuit. This is round 4 of the Championship Series, consisting of 7 rounds in total. We have a grid of 16 cars who are going to take part in this 25-minute race. 4. Hello everybody, welcome along to the Yas Marina Circuit for this round number 4. Race 2 just about to get underway. Cars just heading off on the warm-up lap now. And we will wait and see what the result will be at the end of this 25-minute race. And we'll just quickly go through the grid of the cars that are heading out now on the warm-up lap. On pole position on car 27 in Aguilera. In second position, car 77, Alim Geshev. Jimmy Chu in the car 87 in third position. Alex Bakanstov in third position in car number 1. In fifth position, he was in fourth position. Fifth position, car 24, Greg Gorski. Car 21 in P6, Usman Magal. In P number 7, Jack Yang in car 33. Car 69 in P8, Perry David. Ibia did in position 9 in car 22. Car 99 in P10, Joel Strider. Julian Amoni in car 23 in P11. Igor Sorokin in car 12. Car 19 in P12. P13 is car 63, Jim Booth. P14 is car 55, Fran Kush. In 15th position, car number 7, Yared Karim. And Pascal Bachmann in car number 8 in 16th position. Cars just making their way down past the support paddock now. 25 minutes is the race distance. We have a number of different generations of the SR3 Radical out there on the circuit. We have Generation 2, the RS, the RSX, which is the Generation 3, the Generation 4 XX, and the Generation 5 XXR, the latest incarnation of this car that has been running for many, many years on all circuits around the world. 5,281 metres around this Yas Marina Circuit. 16 turns, 9 to the left, 7 to the right. As they're making their way up towards the under the tunnel, under the bridge. And they will now start to form up as they go through turns 13 and 14. And the safety car will leave them before they get to turn 15. Then it'll be up to our pole sitter in Aguilera in car number 27. And it's great to have Ali Mageshev back out there. He had a fuel pump failure in the 77 in race number 1 earlier on today. This is the second of 3 races. This is the 25-minute sprint. We've got another race coming up tomorrow evening, which is the 45-minute enduro with the pit stops. But now it is all about this race here, heading towards the last corner now. The cars side by side. 16 cars are going to take to the start. 1.5 litre ex-Hayabusa engines, 260-odd brake horsepower, 6-speed paddle shift transmissions. When the red lights go out, we will be racing. And the red lights are out now, and as soon as they go out, everybody's racing. We're 5 wide across the Yas Marina Circuit on the start-finish straight. And it's the 21 up the inside, Usman Magal. Wow, what a move from him. Unbelievable. As he makes his way through turn 3 now, as they head down the hill. As the 21 comes down there. Great start. He was down there in 4th position. And we've got one car out into the barrier already. I'm just trying to find out what number that is. And that was on the way down into turn 5. We've got the safety car being called. Safety car being called. As everybody is slowing down. A car into the barriers. And that is car number 7, Yared Karim. Started down in 15th position, and that is very unfortunate for Yared. And looks like he has gone into the barriers quite hard. Not sure if there was contact. We'll see if we can get any replays of that as the car's now waiting, heading down the past the support paddock. And the safety car is out. No overtaking. The field has to compress up. The clock keeps on ticking down. So it's Yared Karim into the barriers. And that was at T1, turn 1, and the safety car waiting for the field as they come out from underneath the hotel. Now, safety car drivers have been kept very, very busy this weekend. I hope they've refueled the Camaro. As everybody falls into line as our very busy rescue crews go to work to get the stricken car number 7 off the circuit. And the teams have got plenty of time to get that car fixed up. And for race number 3 tomorrow evening. Finished, Yared Karim finished P12 in the first of the races this afternoon, and there's our hard-working crew trying to get that car moving. Looks like it's stuck, wedged into the barriers there. As we continue under safety car, 22 minutes left on the clock. And the car's now going down pit lane because the accidents happened at turn 1. This way they avoid it because they come back in at turn 3, going down through the tunnel. And safety car using the pit lane as they did earlier on today in one of the other races here. And you can see where it looks like he may have lost the back end of that car and looped it around into the barriers on the inside on the exit of T1. As the recovery crews are looking to try and tow that car away rather than try and lift it away. It looked like all 4 wheels were still attached. Couldn't see the front left though. And that was the one that was sort of stuck closest to the barrier. Drivers trying to keep the Pirelli tyres warm now. So after that frantic first lap, it's Usman Magal leading from Ian Aguilera in car 27. Jimmy Chu in 3rd, car 87. Alex Bakansov in 3rd position in car number 1. Jack Yang in 5th position, car 33. Greg Gorski in 6th, car 24. Perry David in 7th, car 69. Ibi Hadid in 8th position in car 22. 9th position is Julian Moore. 10th, Jim Booth. Fran Cush in 11th. Joel Australia in 12th. Pascal Bachmann 13th. Iga Sorokin in 14th. As the car has been recovered and all 4 wheels are rotating, and they'll be able to tow that out of the way fairly quickly. Still not 100% sure, but I think it was on the exit of turn 1 that the back end of that car has come around. Not sure if there was any contact. Haven't seen anything from race control to say that there was any form of contact. Cars now making their way down to the chicane at turn 6 and 7. And up through the start for our Formula Regional races and Formula 4 race starting from the support paddock as they are housed in the support paddock this weekend. Safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. We've got 19 and a quarter minutes to go. So the safety car will be in. And the old adage does say safety car do breed safety cars. We hope not. Single file restart. It's all about getting the tyres back up to temperature. Quite cool here this evening at Yas. Quite a cool wind blowing over the circuit, so it's not keeping the track temperature up. Low tyre temperature means low ride height, so the car's not behaving as you want it to do, but you still have to be able to race. That's why they're weaving all over the track. They'll also be applying some brake pressure as well to get some heat into the brakes, which passes through into the rim and into the tyre to try and keep that tyre as warm as possible. As they make their way now down under the W Hotel. Safety car has departed, and they won't be able to do anything until they get to the control line, where they'll get a green flag, and lights and digi-panels have gone green. And our second place car, Ian Aguilera, ran wide off the circuit there. Another couple of cars doing exactly the same thing, trying to push too hard on cold tyres. And it's still Usman Miguel leading the way down into turn one, followed by Ian Aguilera, Jimmy Choo. Coming under pressure. Jimmy Choo is putting a lot of pressure on Ian Aguilera. Jimmy Choo had a great race in the first race earlier on today and finished in P3 and battled up from P5 as they make their way down to turn 5. And it's the number one car throwing it down the inside. Alex Bukanstov down the inside of Jimmy Choo, picks up third position as they make their way down the kilometre-long back straight. Slipstreaming plays a big part here in these very aero-efficient cars. Hitting around 230 kilometres an hour, 240 kilometres an hour as they hit the braking zone down into turn 6. And a move down the outside. The number one, Alex Bukanstov, up the inside. They've got to stay off each other through here. He has to get out of it. That's going to leave him a little bit open to the cars behind him. Jack Yang closed up, and there he goes again, down the outside of the 27. Alex Bukanstov looking to make up places, and two for the price of one, and he makes that all up down into turn 9 and moves himself up into second position. Jimmy Choo in third. Great move there by our championship leader at the moment, currently on 120 points, leading by a large margin, but loses the back end of the car in the first part of coming under the hotel. Just pushing a little bit too hard. Tyres not quite up to temperature at the moment. Timing screen will adjust once they come across the control line on the main start-finish straight. It's our second place, Ian Aguilera. That was second place, Ian Aguilera. He is now down quite a few positions. Perry David also made a position on that, moving up into 6. Greg Gorski down to 7. You can see that big lock up there from car number 55. That's Van Kush. And that's not the right way to warm the tyres up. He's got to drop back a few positions. As Iga Sorokin has made up a position into 11 over Don Strider. So lots of movement happening up and down the field at the moment as coming back from that safety car restart. But it is Usman Miguel with a 0.6 of a second lead at the moment. Alex Bukanstov up into second, Jimmy Choo third, Ian Aguilera fourth, Jack Yang in fifth, and Jimmy Choo's not done with Bukanstov. They had a great battle in race number 1, and they're doing exactly the same here as they come down into the 6-7 chicane. Oh, a lock up there. It looked like Jack Yang had a little lock up as well and ran wide into turn 6. More battles going up and down the field. Iga Sorokin and Joel Strider having a good battle as well for 11th and 12th. So they make their way out of turn 7. 14.5 minutes to go in this 25-minute race. Race 2 of round 4. 7 rounds in the series. Oh, almost contact there. Wow, that was close. Coming into the hotel. That's not a place you see a lot of overtaking. There's our leaders. Top 3, and that battle going on behind them. And Jack Yang, Perry David and Greg Gorski having a great battle back here as they head around turn 16. Battle for 5th, 6th and 7th, covered by a blanket. Fastest lap of the race, Usman Miguel, 1:59.637. Extended that lead almost to a second on that lap because the cars behind him, Alex Bukanstov, Jimmy Choo and Ian Aguilera, all having a battle at the moment. And the battle continues on up around turn 3. who's going to have right of way down into the turn 5. 99 and the 19. Yas Marina in the 19. 99 is Joel Strider. They're side by side heading down the straight. You can see the different driving positions in these cars. The car on the left is centre driving position with the front part of the roll cage on that car. 19 is sitting on the right-hand side of the car. 19 is going to have the line in the corner. 99 slightly in front as he turns in. The 19 is going to stay there. Now, who's going to have enough room here on the exit of turn 7? They're still going to be side by side as they come out here. They are indeed. Great battle going on here. Yas Marina in the 19. Joel Strider in the 99. Joel on the outside. Iger on the inside. There's a few lines around turn 9 these days. But in the radicals at the moment, it's the inside line is the best. Now you've got to get over the right-hand side of the track because the next 3 corners are right-handers. You don't want to be caught out wide there. Nose to tail coming through the first right-hander under the hotel. Here we go, the next one, 99 still behind. Good driving from these two. But that's now allowed car number 8, Pascal Bachmann, to get up on the back of this battle. So make their way down turn 3. The sweeper at turn 4. There's our 4 lead cars, and then the battle going on behind them. Jack Yang leading that battle from Perry David, Greg Gorski. Jack Yang in the 33, staying to the inside. The 69 comes out, late braking through there. You've got to turn very, very sharp. And Greg Gorski sees an opportunity here. Here we go, the over-under worked out of turn number 7. And we've got slipstreaming and 2 wide racing coming down towards turn number 9. Will we go 3 wide into turn 9? Oh, it's all kicking off here, but the inside line is, oh, he nips up the brake. The 24 loses the back end. That is Greg Gorski, but he makes up 1 position. And Gorski moves up on Perry David. Perry David's got the inside run coming into the hotels, but he's just a little bit too far back. I think he released the throttle there. And the car in front of that one, Jack Yang, ran very wide. Lost a little bit of ground. The 33 closing up behind. That's Jack Yang in the 33. Wow. These guys are swapping places and staying off each other, which is to be credited. 6 laps in the books so far for our race leaders. Getting a bit of gap. Track limits are going to get watched at that corner. The incident at turn 1, lap 1, is under investigation for car 7, Jade Karim. We're not sure if there was contact there, but they'll have a look at that in the not too distant future as the battle continues on. Heading down into turn 5. Jack Yang leading that battle at the moment. Perry David's got away from him. Greg Gorski with that waiting brief behind. He had a good move, but he locked it up coming into turn 9. That upset the car, and he just lost the drive getting out of turn 9 and wasn't able to defend it. Perry David just starting to extend away. Gorski's now hunting down the 33 of Jack Yang. And you can see the American soaring away at the wheel. 6-speed sequential box in these cars, paddle shift. We've got around about 8 minutes 40 to go in this race 2 of 3 this weekend at the Yas Marina Circuit. The next one's going to be a mini enduro, 45 minutes with a pit stop. That lead battle, the battle in front of this hasn't been done with as well. 21 still leaving. Usman Magal only by half a second now. Alex Bukansov is starting to close that gap down with Jimmy Chu in a very, very close watching brief. One of the TTR cars here this weekend, run by Craig Thompson out of TTR Motorsport. He'll be looking for, see if he can move up the gap, just 0.4 of a second, and then 0.3 of a second back to Jimmy Chu in third. They've broken away by around about 2 seconds over Ian Aguilera, who's got a little bit of a gap now between him and Perry David, because remember that battle was Perry David, Jack Yang and Greg Gorski, and he's got about 5 seconds to the better as we head down towards turn 5. Number 1 car having a look at the inside, the 99 and 19 still battling away. Joel Strider in the 99, 19 Iger Sorokin. And there hasn't been much more than a car length between these cars since the restart. Just one retirement so far. Jack Karam in the number 7 car in incident with the barrier on the exit of turn 1. Here we go. Is the 99 going to throw it down the inside? Yes, he is. Can he get the car pulled up? Yes, he can. Good move down into turn number 5. But what has happened is he's lost it, the acceleration out of that corner. And that may compromise him down into turn 6. 33 and 24 continuing their battle on 6 and 7. Jack Yang, Greg Gorski. And there we go, the 19 up the inside into 6 and 7. Makes that move stick, but will it stick for long? Because as he's compromised his drive on the way out, he may well have. Then nose to tail as they head down towards turn 9. Keeps the position. And Joel Strider makes that move, gets it done. Keeping an eye on the gap at the front, 0.5 of a second. So Usman Magal has just extended a little bit away. We've got a spin for the 33, and that is Jack Yang. He was battling back there to try and get up on the back of Greg Gorski, and Julian Monty has moved up into 7th position now. Another big dive down the inside for Alex Bukanstov. Can't quite make that move. Just keeping an eye on Ian Aguilera back there in 4th place. Just keeping a watching brief on this battle in front of him. He's got around about 5 minutes to go. Incident between 24 and 69 at turn 9 noted. Okay, so there's a bit going on there. We'll leave that to the stewards to discuss. Jimmy Chu just closing in on the back of Bukanstov at the moment. We saw him come to life in the second half of the race earlier on today. But Usman Magal, what a start from him. 4th position, got to the front by turn 1. And he did win race number 1 as well. Driving incredibly well this weekend in the brand new XXR Radical for Usman. He obviously likes that car, but he's got the championship leader at the moment, Alex Bukanstov, behind him, just 0.5 of a second. And then Jimmy Chu around about 0.5 of a second back from that in position number 3. And the gap stays around about the same as they come across the start-finish line, completing 9 laps. Just under 4 minutes to go. So a couple more laps in this race for Bukanstov to see if he can do anything about Usman Magal. But Magal is managing this very well at the moment. He keeps that half a second gap, just prevents Bukanstov from doing anything under brakes. It's going to have to be a big move. And if he gets it wrong, he's going to come under all sorts of pressure from Jimmy Chow, running there in 3rd position in the yellow car. So he's in that situation. If he does try and make the move, will it come off? And if it doesn't come off, he's going to have to defend very vigorously, because Chew's going to be right on him. They're making their way down the first part of the long back straight into the braking zone of turn 6. Brake around the 70-metre mark in these cars, weigh about 640 kilos, 290 horsepower, 1.5 litre ex-Hayabusa engine. But it's all about the aero that's been refined on these cars from the first incarnation of the Radical to what we see on screen now. And Usman Miguel leading the way from Bukstantov. He's in the Generation 4, but the XX version, so that's the one before the XXR that's in front of him, but he's just pulling back a little bit of ground on him now as they come around turn number 12. He seemed to have got a little bit closer than the half a second. Did the 27, did the 21 have a moment? He may well have. Or has Bukstantov had a bit of a save of his tyres towards the end of this race. Coming across to complete lap number 10 now. Gap just 0.6 of a second. But it's Jimmy Chow who's closing up on the back of the number 1 car at the moment. He's got that gap down by 0.2 on that lap. As we're watching the 99 come under the hotel. Joel Strider and Iga Sorokin. And another spin on to the start-finish straight. That's the 33. That's Jack Yang. That's the second off-track excursion he's had in this race. Maybe the cold track temperatures not working with his car set up at the moment. He's dropped a few positions. And Joel Strider has made a move on the 22 of Ibi Hadid on that lap and moved himself up into P9, car 99. Oh, now this is really cooking. Jimmy Chow is right on the back of Bukstantov as they head down past the support paddock on the second part of the straight. What Jimmy Chow got in his repertoire. We've got 48 seconds left on the clock. Will they get the checkered flag this time around, or will they be able to get there? At the moment, they're just exiting turn 9. So Chow's on the move at the moment. He may think this is the last lap, keeping an eye on the clock with around 30 seconds to go. Car 55's come into the pits. That's Fran Krush. Keeping an eye on the battle for second place. Bukstantov and Jimmy Chow as they head around turn 16. My clock still has a few seconds on it. I don't think there'll be a checkered flag this lap. No, one more lap to go. And the 69 has a spin. And that is Perry David running in 5th position. And he'll probably lose that to, he's lost that to Greg Gorski. So Gorski moves up. It's all happening on the last lap here. Let's have a look at where this, oh, he's lost it under the hotel. Wow. And he kept it away from the barriers, but all the cars behind him can't see him. Wow. On board with the leaders now. 21, 1 and 87. And there's the battle for second position happening there. Jimmy Chu in the yellow car and Bukstantov in the number 1. Now he's got to leave him racing room on the outside because there's an overlap, but it's going to cause him to run a little deep through there. Can Chow get the throttle down earlier on the exit of 7? There's still 1 car length in between them, but what that done is let Usman Miguel off the leash, and he can go now. Only a few more opportunities for Jimmy Chow to make any difference at all. On Bukstantov, he moves onto the inside line, and now he's going to go right across to the right-hand side on the exit here. He's going to cover that inside line now. You can't overtake by running off the track. So Jimmy Chow has to be careful here. Is he going to try up the inside down into 13? No, he's not going to do that. It's a very, very late move if you're going to do it. Our leader coming under the hotel for the final time. Only 2 corners to go. They've got a lap car in front of them. as they make their way down towards turn 16. Checkered flag at the ready. And the winner of race number 2 is Usman Magal, 2 from 2. He's a very happy camper. Great drive from Alex Bukantov in second position. Jimmy Cho in third. Ian Aguilera in fourth. Greg Gorski finishing in fifth. There's still battles going on up and down the field on this final lap as the cars are spread out around the circuit at the moment. Just waiting for Jack Yang to come across the line. He has finished in 8th position. We should see Ibi Hadid coming around turn 16 now. Iga Sorokin comes through in 10th position. Jack Yang did well to finish in 8th after 2 spins. Waiting for Jim Booth to come around in 12th position. He crosses the line now. Pascal Bachmann still making his way through. Fran Kush has pitted, and Jaron Karim, we lost him on lap number 1. And our leader's just coming up behind the last running car in position 13. And that is Pascal Bachmann, who is making his way around turn 14 now. But it's Usman Magal. Started the race in P4, leading on the exit of turn 1. An absolute dynamite start from the Golf Sport racer as he makes his way into the pits. And Pascal Buchanan finishes in 13th position. So 5-second penalty for cars 63 and 69. So 69 is Perry David and 63 is Jim Booth for track limits infringements. An incident between 55 and 99 at turn 5 under investigation. But that's a very happy Usman Magal. That's 2 from 2. In his brand new XXR Radical. And the Golf Sport crew go to work on him. Alex Buksantov in second position there. And number 1 and the number 87. Jimmy Cho did everything he could, but it wasn't enough. But that's a very, very happy man getting out of his XXR Radical. Getting congratulations from all of the teams and the officials. Another great Radical race as all the drivers go and congratulate each other. Great camaraderie throughout our Radical grid. That is Usman, who did all of the right things, leading on the exit of turn 1 and made it all happen. So it's Usman Magal finishing in first position. Alex Bukantov in second. Jimmy Chu in third. Ian Aguilera in fourth. Greg Gorski fifth. Perry David in sixth, with a 5-second penalty hanging over him. Julian Moni in seventh. Jack Yang in 8th. Ibi Hadid in 9th. Igo Sorokin in 10th. Joel Strader in 11th. Jim Booth in 12th with a penalty hanging over him. Pascal Blackman finished, and in 13th. Fran Krush finished in the pits, pitting in a couple of laps before the end of the race. And we had car number 7 who had the incident at turn 1, lap 1, Jared Karim, that caused our early race safety car. And unfortunately, number 77 didn't start the race due to that fuel pump failure and race number 1. let's have a look at what's coming up next for the Radical Racing this weekend. Round number 4, and this is race 3 for this one. This is the Mini Enduro, 45 minutes long, 8 p.m. Local time here in the UAE for that race. Pit stops and everything happening in the 45-minute Mini Enduro. Great. And there's extra points on for that race. They increase the points by 10 for the win. And so from 15 in the sprint race to 25, and it goes on from that. So very important races to get a good finishing position. This is round 4 of 7 rounds this year for the 23-24 season. Okay, we're going to leave you with the highlights of race 2 for round 4 of the Golf Radical Cup. We'll see you tomorrow evening for race number 3. I'm Phil Anson. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Bye for now.